creature and some Dragon Jesus followers that were not too fond of Abe. And after doing so, you walked back through that area, through the carnage, and followed a trail of blood that led to some sort of miner that had been tormented by a soul of some sort that you guys took care of. And happened to save this said miner. So they were going to kind of do their best to lead you through the caves together, and you'd try and come out the other end alive. And you also ran into a female drow that was kind of frantically chasing after some creatures. Anything else anybody remembers or wants to add?
Our elf friend was good at illusions. He's not very good at actual fighting. He's more of an illusion guy to avoid fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
Yeah, he's a little
His name-
bitch.
His name was Dialect. That's what I wrote down.
Gotcha. Yeah, dialect.
Oh yeah, we're going to meet the Bend friends. The friends around the bend right now.
Yeah, the band friend. Yeah.
I specifically wrote that down.
We're trying to get into the Tower of Octron for some godforsaken reason.
Mm-hmm.
Cortland Sutton touchdown. That helps me a lot. And
Alright.
I can turn it off then. Okay. And I can do this.
Oh, and Abe thinks that I am decaying, but Gordon doesn't feel like he is, so he feels fine.
No, didn't we know that was an illusion by now?
Yeah, I asked you. We figured out it was.
Oh,
I did
okay.
detect magic, and then I told people. But yeah, you
Okay.
still look like you're decaying, you think.
Yep.
I don't know if we talked about this, but was the plan to like go hunt down one of these monsters that like creates the ice crystals? Or is that a bad idea?
See, I think hunt down's a strong word. Maybe like follow and get ice
I'll
crystals.
maybe talk to the monster. Maybe he'll reason with
Yeah.
us. He'll willingly give us his ice crystals. Or hers. Don't want to... It's gender.
Do you think that's possible?
Anything's possible if you believe. With the power of
No,
God
Why are
on...
you
With the
asking?
power of God on your side.
I like that. Okay.
There's no way Ben made a negotiable monster. 0% chance.
Mm,
Gotta get
60-50.
a location real quick. For no reason at all.
I remember
Wasn't
we were inside tabletop. I definitely remember that.
Yeah, I didn't tabletop out the rest of this. I
Don't
have.
worry about it.
We can do encounters if you run into set encounters. I do not anticipate you running into set encounters.
Oh,
I mean,
we'll
there's
see
one.
then.
There's one. If you decide to fight it, we can go down that path. But
Fight it. Okay.
where the heck is it? Oh, here it is. All right. So, you guys are following after a female drow.
Oh, that okay. I remember that now.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Do you
we're
have
going to
any
meet-
questions or
we're going
actions
to
you want to take?
meet their friends.
Mm-hmm. Any conversing you want to do beforehand?
You guys trust this? This whole
I
whole
do. I
thing?
think they said their dragon juice is something, something.
Yeah,
Okay.
but weren't they the bad guys?
The
Well,
other ones with bad guys. These guys are.
who is really a bad guy per se? I mean, it's really a subjective word that you can use.
People who just attacked us, like literally this morning, said they're big Dragon Jesus people,
Yeah, those
and
guys
then
were
they got mad
gnomes
at
like
Abe.
me. We're good. These guys are obviously not part of gnomes. I'm sure they've never even seen a gnome.
I guess it's true. We should probably just keep our guard up. But
Okay.
got no other leads.
We do need to get deeper in this cave system, and
Mm-hmm.
they seem to know their way around.
Mm-hmm.
Onward, I guess.
All right. As you guys proceed
Stealthily.
onward, it gets colder and colder and colder to the point where even with your clothes that you had made and waited for it to be um, crafted, you still feel not chilling cold to the point of where you take damage, but you feel a coldness around you that is, if you didn't have the proper clothing at this point, you feel like you would definitely be hurting trying to traverse this far in. Additionally, what you notice is that along the walls, there's, unlike the entrance to the cave and the cave behind you that you've uh, sort of scavenged, this there are what at first you seem to notice as cracks that would be familiar to you that go across the walls in various shapes and patterns. But then they start to, as you look closer and getting deeper into the caves, you start to notice that they are emanating a light blue glow, and that it is much more akin to a tree branch in size, like a thin twig. And that is not an indent in the wall, but rather an out. It's denting outwards as if something was applied that is glowing on the wall, and they make various shapes along the wall as well as you continue on forward. As you continue on further for another 5 or 10 minutes, the coldness seems to have not. It doesn't seem to be getting any more cold. It seems to be at a steady level at this point, as there is a sort of wall that you come across in front of you that needs to be climbed to get to the top. As your um, drow friend goes, it's just over the bend up here. You guys ready? You guys are able to climb, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got climbing shit.
Yeah, I
Alright,
have
delightful.
arms made for climbing.
Don't worry, we
Alright.
got climbing shit.
As you look down, or you look up at the sort of cliff face. It's roughly 40 feet up. Not too bad of a climb, especially for the mountain that you just climbed to get into the entrance, being as high as it was. So, what do you guys do?
Alright.
Well, Tam, you're the expert climber.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Grobthar's got the stuff too. But I can go first since you asked. I guess. Gonna start
Slowly glowing up. All right. All right.
slowly climbing it. Said we got a shit ton of rope. I'm gonna say, yeah, we're gonna do the thing where you do the the pythons and the rope, and then that way everyone can climb up easily behind us. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
the
should
plan.
have plenty of rope to do that. On your climb on the way up, make me a perception check.
I will do my best. If I can find the perception button.
Just everyone.
No, just him at the moment.
Oh, okay.
12.
As you approach the wall, you didn't see it at first because it's dimly lit in this room, but you see that along the wall there is the same sort of tessellations or um, same sort of symbols that line the wall going up, or as the walls as you came in, of the same sort of viney sort of weave that is going along the wall. This also seems to be protruding from the wall that you're about to scale in front of you in many sort of patterns. You can avoid it while climbing if you so choose, but it will add higher DC.
Is there one close, like, or do I have to climb to be able to like touch one and test out, see what happens, or
No,
could I?
no, it's
Yeah.
it's all around on the floor and stuff.
Well, I want to just poke it.
You want to just poke it?
Yeah.
All right. As you go to poke it, do you have any gloves on or anything, or is it just your raw hand?
I'll just say just normal hands.
Okay, because it is quite cold. I wouldn't know what you were wearing. Up to
Honestly,
you. I'll give it up to you.
never thought about it.
All right. Well,
I probably should. I'd imagine I'd have something I'd use just part of my armor,
okay.
so I don't get blisters on me fingers.
Are they open fingered?
No.
No. Okay. So as you go up to touch it, it seems to give a little, like vegetation almost, but at the same time, when you try and like take it and rip it, it's intensely strong and doesn't come off the wall when you try to rip it off.
Mm.
It also seems to be, as you come to this conclusion, you try and release and turn to the party to see what to do about it or whatever your next action may be. You find that whatever it is seems to have your glove stuck to it now.
Hmm. Guys, can't really.
Just let go.
I'm stuck.
What do you mean you're stuck?
Um, whatever this is pretty sticky, and I can't get my hand off of it.
What is it? What does it look like?
I don't know. It's like
As you look closer, it looks kind of like a twig to a tree branch almost. That sort of size. Like like a corn stalk sort of size. Running along the wall in various patterns, and it's not just one, but a series of them, weaving in and out of each other, tying in and going up in all sorts of tessellations on the wall.
does it look like plant material, or does it look like some sort of mineral?
It looks like whatever this is, it could be growing, but it doesn't have the same. It looks consistent throughout, to where most plants seem to have like as you get further to one end, they seems to get smaller, like a tree, for example, right? As the further out of the branch you get, the smaller it gets. This seems to be all a consistent length throughout.
Okay. is it a consistent like color too then?
Yes, it's like a light white, but is emitting a blue glow, a soft blue glow.
I don't know what this is. It doesn't look like it's really odd. It looks out of place to
Can I
me.
use detect magic?
Yeah.
Cool. I will.
All right. Cool.
I do that.
Yeah.
It appears that they're okay. Can you read? It's. Do you have to touch to use detect magic? Yeah.
No.
You don't have to touch the thing.
Oh, that's identify. Identify is the one where you have to touch. This one, you just say within how many feet?
30 feet?
30 feet? Okay. Um, so you detect magical items on your party. But none of the walls seem to be magical around you.
Okay, I'm gonna take my dagger out and I'm gonna try to cut Tam out.
Okay.
Got his head off.
As you go to cut, it takes a little bit. How do you cut it, I guess?
So if it's stuck to the wall, whatever the closest like attachment is to the part that's like stuck to his hand, I'm gonna cut that out. So it's possible that the part that he's touching is still connected to him, but maybe he'll still be free. So we
Like
can.
like something stuck to bubble gum. You're gonna pull
Yeah.
and then cut the.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, as you kind of so are you just like slashing at it or are you like precision cutting it?
We'll say slashing.
Okay. So as you kind of slash it off, it takes a few slashes to get through. Whatever it is, it seems pretty taunt, but it doesn't as you take these slashes, it doesn't seem to be mushy. It seems to be much more solid than you originally thought for how it kind of gave originally. Although it does have some spring, it's more of a cushiony um, initial, but it has some sort of like breaking point, if you will, or it seems like it could be shattered almost, like similar to what would your character wouldn't know that similar to kind of like ice, for example, right? Like if you'd have um it would give a little bit at first and be like a little like cushiony, but you can snap it and then it just gives, right? It has the same sort of properties as that. And as you do it to the above his hand, it kind of comes off, but it doesn't completely come off the wall. It just makes his hand on it a little bit on it.
But I'm free.
If you
That's all that
choose to cut
matters.
the bottom side as well, you could be free, yeah.
Okay, then I'll do that.
All right, cool.
Done.
As you kind of shatter the part below it, it after a few slices, you shatter the part below that was going kind of across downwards, and the part his hand was holding also shattered, and he's no longer stuck to it at all.
Oh, cool.
Let's go.
So, you guys, we can't touch this stuff because it's sticky.
Yes.
How are we gonna go up? Is there more of this?
We just touch around it.
There's a way to do it, but it would be tough. I'd have to wiggle.
There is a
my
way up.
around.
It would be a little bit difficult and it'd take you a little bit longer, but you could definitely do it.
Okay.
You patches where it's not completely overgrown or anything or overwoven, where you could go around. You just have to be careful on your way up.
Yeah, so I think I could do it.
Cool. And then I'm gonna ask what our lead, what this stuff is.
Oh, he went up the wall a while ago.
Oh, he's gone. Okay.
The
Or
bastard.
she went up the wall
Oh,
a while
what
ago
the
at this
fuck?
point.
Okay.
Like as soon as she went, you guys can climb, yeah? Okay. And then just climbed up the wall without any sort of harm, right through the stuff.
Okay.
Maybe you just have to believe.
Just believe you won't get stuck, and then it won't happen.
I will
Maybe
try
it's
to
like the
follow.
thing in Harry Potter where you don't move and then they let you go.
Oh, the vines.
Yeah, the first one.
I got a
And
question
then freaks out. It's like, oh.
about
Yeah.
this stuff on my glove.
It's not on your glove anymore. It's shattered on the floor in front of you.
Oh, okay, good. I thought that was gonna be a problem. Well, I guess I'll try and lead the way carefully up this wall.
Is there any pieces left of it?
Yeah, if you want,
Like,
you can investigate it.
okay, can I
Oh
like
Jesus!
test if it's sticky to itself?
By picking it up.
Yeah.
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 All right, roll me
So,
an
like,
investigation
Nah, he's
or
just gonna blow it
nature
up the wall.
check, whichever one you want.
Investigation or what?
Or nature,
Did
whichever one you're better
you say
at.
intimidation? Damn it.
Did you say intimidation?
It's the same, so 5.
All right. It doesn't appear to stick to you or itself.
to me? Or
Wait,
itself? Cool. Then I'll just climb then.
wait.
The broken shards that you're fucking with doesn't seem to stick to itself or you.
No, I want to pick this shit up. This is some good stuff.
Could make a good trap for me to trap myself, I guess.
No, it's not sticky at all anymore.
The stuff on the floor isn't.
Okay, then I will attempt to climb.
Okay. You guys are doing 2 things. Tam, what are you doing?
I'm picking up the broken shards of. I assume this is some sort of metal.
Okay, you pick it up, and as you do, it is no longer sticky as you had before, and it is no longer glowing a dim blue anymore.
Does this seem like enough to make a sword out of?
No.
How about a short
So
sword?
what you shattered is maybe half a cup.
So
So
a dagger.
butter
then.
knife. Like a little brie cheese knife.
I want to go to work on this stuff. Hey guys, can we take a quick?
If only we had pickaxes.
Yeah. So I got a pickaxe. If I just whack that shit, what happens? Does it stick or does it shatter? It should shatter, right?
Give
That's
me.
like when we find out.
Let me see.
I mean, I know metal that I want is here. This could be it, guys.
Also,
There's something that I want here.
So it takes a few hits, but eventually it does shatter and fall to the floor.
Yeah, I wanna mine out enough that I think would be reasonably enough to make a sword.
Okay. This will probably take you 10 minutes ish, and as this happens, you'll see your friend up at the top go, "What are you doing down there?"
This stuff is sticky, so we have to get it out before we can climb.
He kind of looks down at you and up the wall and goes, There's a lot of it. And there's much more of the direction we're headed. I wouldn't be too worried about it."
But we're getting stuck on it.
Well, time is getting stuck on it. I'd like to try. I just put my hand on the wall.
On the stuff specifically.
Yeah, on this stuff specifically.
Okay, as you kind of put your hand out, are you wearing gloves?
Probably not. No.
Okay. As you put your hand out and grab it, it is very cold, and it is also very something you'd be used to is
Cool.
sort of like hide in the wintertime. If it's wet, it gets really
Rigid.
sort of stiff.
Mhm.
It feels sort of like that as you grab it, the sort of viscousness, not viscousness, the same sort of
Texture.
not texture, tension. I'm lacking the vocabulary here, but that's how it feels when you kind of go to rack it about.
Okay.
And as you try to release, you cannot, and
Okay, is
you
this
are
cool?
indeed stuck,
Cool.
and happen to take some damage
I figured as much.
because it is very, very cold.
Some sticky damage.
So that's how Groptar works. He did this to a hot thing. Now he's got to do it to cold thing.
Oh, okay. You take
Oh.
you take almost max damage at a total of 17 damage
Jesus
Alright.
Christ.
as your
Wait, what?
hand and arm start turning blue from the temperature.
That's not ideal.
Looks
Yo,
like
yeah.
we gotta take it
We
off.
got get him out. We gotta get him out.
Where is it? Okay, this button. Cool. I'll take. I guess my axe and just
Ah, yeah.
whack away at it.
All right. Roll me a strength check.
Strength check. Ooh, nat 20.
You just rip your hand out.
That'll do it.
What the pig?
Fuck! Okay, anywho. Back to climbing. That's fine. No, I'm kidding.
That's how you climb, is you just kick and then stick.
And then
He just gets up there, all the skin is peeled off of his hand.
There's gotta be a better way!
you guys all see Grobthar wince in pain and reel back, shattering whatever the substance is onto the floor in front of him, going
Is it cold on the
and then
floor?
recoiling and reaching back to the wall to start climbing.
Was it cold before? Or on the floor? Sorry, not before. On the floor.
No.
No? Okay.
I mean, the room is very cold. It is room temperature of maybe like
We're in a cave.
10 degrees Fahrenheit sort
We're
of
underground.
temperature in here
It's closer to
right
the
now.
core.
Yes, that's how this works. Mhm.
Once I see all that hit the ground, I'm just gonna scoop it.
It's like
Little
Momo.
gremlins over here.
Uh, you never know. This shit could be important. Yeah. So
Okay.
once I feel
Uh-oh.
confident that I got enough, I'm gonna back to climbing.
Does
Okay.
anyone want to try touching it with their gloves on, perhaps?
That's
Tam
what I
did.
just did.
Oh, he did. I thought he had his glove off.
No. Grobthar had his glove off. Tam did not.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna continue climbing around it as much as I can.
All right, who's climbing up the wall? Everybody?
Yeah. After I got my stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Are you using the pythons? Yep. All right. Then everybody. Does everybody here have? Does anybody here have proficiency with the pythons?
With the what?
With the
Advanced
climbing
climbing gear?
tools? Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. No.
I
I
don't,
don't.
but I
I
have
think
them.
Grobthar does.
Is it a vehicle?
No.
That's not
It was
really
a vehicle.
that's not really proficiency that's listed as advanced climbing gear.
What's the tool I gave you under? As because it should say what you need to be proficient in it. Yeah.
Let's see. Go to my inventory.
Inventory.
Climber. Okay.
A climber's kit includes special pythons, boot tips, gloves, and a harness. You can use the climber's kit as an action to anchor yourself. What you do, you can't fall more than 25 feet from the point where you anchored yourself, and you can't climb more than 25 feet away from that point without undoing the anchor.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it says.
Okay. So you guys don't need proficiency to use it then. All right. As you guys climb up the wall, I'm gonna have to ask you to all make an athletics check.
Oh yeah, my favorite.
Me too.
Oh, that's pretty good. I got 16.
16.
Ooh, I have a 17.
14. We all did pretty well.
Yeah, you as you all climb up the wall, narrowly avoiding finding spots to with the pythons avoid these groupings and these tessellations that seem to spread out across the wall. You do manage to find your way all the way up the cliffside.
Nice.
As you guys make it to the top, you see that the drow is kind of etching something into the wall as he waits and just or as she waits and goes, "Oh, thank goodness! I thought you guys died down there. Well, you ready to head out?"
Yeah,
What
sure.
was
Lead the
blue
way.
stuff?
Why didn't she leave us? She thought
What
she
is the
died.
what?
What was the blue sticky stuff?
That's webbing.
You said webbing?
Yeah, it's the ice
Or
spider's
like
webs.
a
Yes.
spider? Okay.
Ice spider.
Why does it have to be the spiders?
I hate spiders.
Are they like big spiders?
Yes. I mean, most of them are very large. Yes, it's if you don't like spiders, you might not want to head in this direction.
Do we have another choice?
You don't have to come this way. I was just gonna show you this. Some of my friends who wanted to head down there, and some of my friends head down in that direction a lot.
Are your friends spiders?
Not all of
You
them.
the spider.
Not all of
yeah,
them.
you're a spider.
Some of them are
I'm
werewolves.
gonna ask her that. Are you a spider?
She goes, "No,
Okay.
I am a
do we-
That's
drow."
what a spider would
How do we
say.
know that?
Yeah.
Roll insight if you care.
Roll insight for everything
You-
this
You
person's
get a roll insight. All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
15.
Yeah, no, she appears to be telling the truth
Okay.
as
How
far as
many
you can tell.
legs does she have?
Are you
She
leading
seems
us?
to have two
What about those
drow
eyes?
legs.
I don't know. It seems off. She could be a were spider. And we just hit a full moon, so we won't know for a while.
This could be dangerous, but also
Are you-
the opposite of dangerous because you won't turn into a spider.
Right. Are you leading us to our death?
As long as you don't attack too many things, no. These are not. I'm leading you here as friends, not as foe.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
I'm good.
I roll insight. No, just.
I mean, you guys can just roll insight whenever and tell me. So
No, I believe you always.
cool.
Stranger I just met.
Stranger I've just met.
Hey, we decided, you know.
Yeah, we
I
decided.
haven't invented stranger danger yet, so no metagaming.
Just kidding.
All right. So, as you guys, do you guys continue then? I'd assume.
Yes.
All right. As you guys continue, there's a little bend that happens, and make me a perception check.
Everybody.
7.
13.
That's 2.
14.
All right, Grobthar, you hear what seems to be many light footsteps down the hallway.
Exciting.
Do you do anything with this information?
Let's see. I mean, light footsteps? That means they're probably like small creatures, so I can take small creatures.
Delightful.
We push on.
Cool. You continue on. As you sort of approach an opening that gets bigger, you see 2 large spiders sort of meandering about in the doorway in front of you. They haven't seemed to notice you yet.
Hey, lady, are those spiders friendly?
Are those your friends?
So funny
Okay.
enough, she's not even there anymore.
Wait, what?
Turned
That
into a
fucking
spider.
bitch.
Oh
There's
my
like lines
God.
around her silhouette, like in a cartoon, just like flashing. It's like, oh.
Okay. Did anyone see where she went?
I got nothing, man. This is a big cave.
It's just a tube.
It has been literally one straight shot for you guys.
Yeah, there's only one way to go, right, guys?
I guess.
Unless she's a spider.
Just be careful of the spiders.
Can we sneak around them?
You can attempt to.
Okay.
They seem to be in the doorway that you will need to pass if you choose to do this, though.
Well, I think Gordon's the smallest of us. Therefore.
Gordon first.
Don't worry, guys. I
Guys,
am
it's-
super smart.
it's
I know how to get
no-
around these spiders.
It's no big deal. This random person would never lead us to our death.
Ah, she said she was a friend, so obviously she's not.
So,
She seems sincere. Yeah.
so
Yeah,
it's
seems-
just like a tube that has turned into this.
Yes.
Okay, and it's still a tube, no openings or anything.
It
said
seems to
doorway.
be past the spiders. It seems to open up into something bigger.
Okay. Because when you said
Okay.
doorway, I imagine opened up and then.
Yeah, I
closed
didn't do
out
a
the
good job
spider.
of explaining that, but
Mhm.
whatever's past that
Yeah.
cave entrance, I suppose is the way to
Mm.
phrase it.
Are there any rocks on the ground? Like loose.
Roll for investigation.
4 on a good day. Yeah, four.
You find nothing. No rocks in this cave. Nope, not a single one.
Shit. We're rockless.
Must have been cut out by magic.
Okay. What do I have in my pack then? I keep forgetting about this damn item that I have.
You have a lot of items that are
Wait,
interesting.
hold on, I have to read this one.
Oh my God.
So while Grobthar is having various expressions looking through his bag, what is the rest of you guys doing?
I'm
What are the
gonna,
rest of you doing?
I'm gonna ask the other two. Do you guys want me to take the lead here?
Yeah, I mean, before me at
How
least.
far is the tunnel?
The warlock? Yeah, anybody but me, yes.
The sniper warlock.
Okay,
You don't
I
have
trust
to
that. I
take
trust
the
that you're
lead.
not just looking out for yourself, Abe. But I'll go first.
How long is the hallway?
Do I have light? I
Do you
need
have
some light.
It's lightly illuminated, so you have dim light at the moment.
Alright.
Ben, how long is
I
the
know, I
hallway?
heard you. It's roughly 60 feet.
Damn it. Okay.
Just out of range.
Well, it's longer, but you're 60 feet away
Oh,
the things. at the
Away
moment.
from the spiders.
From the spiders and the entrance, yeah.
Hmm. Okay. I would like to. Let's see. So they're 60 feet away from me. I'd like to sneak 20 feet closer to them.
Okay, not telling anybody. You see Grobthar get
Wait
in a
here.
very, very crouchy position and attempt to get closer to said
and pull
spiders
out and
with
pull out
no
a staff from my back.
communication.
No. I pulled out a staff from my backpack.
Guys, I like this is going. We should back up.
And I would like to walk 20 feet closer to the spiders.
Okay.
Do I
Roll
have to roll?
stealth.
It's rolling stealth. Ooh, 19 plus 4.
Jesus. Okay. Nice. Nice. You feel pretty stealthy.
Let's go. Okay. Once I get there, do I get there? I guess I should ask.
You get there without them noticing you.
Do we notice Grobthar?
You guys all notice Grobthar. He's
Okay.
being very peculiar and uncommunicative at the moment.
Okay.
So I would like to use this staff to. Okay,
First, you gotta tell me what the staff is.
Well, it's the one that I sent you. It's like, how the fuck did I get this? Can I use
Yeah,
that?
I
right
know
now?
what it is.
Okay.
The staff of Stiffening.
Okay, and I would like to use it to.
Yes, there's many
Yeah.
uses of said staff.
yeah,
and you
yeah,
know
yeah,
what the
yeah,
fuck you're doing.
And I would like to make a goose honk.
Okay, one, does this need to be tuned?
I don't think so. It doesn't say that it needs to.
I'd be surprised if it does. Two, where and how far and how loud do you make
20
said
feet
honk?
behind the spiders, or like 60 feet away from me, 20 feet away from those spiders.
Okay, so everybody else, here's a goose, which not all of you are familiar with, but you hear a come and echo down both ways,
Mhm, of course.
forward down the hallway more and backwards towards you guys. How loud did you say?
I don't know. It's however loud a goose honk is.
Okay, a moderate.
What was that?
Do the spiders do anything?
Guys, there's a demon in here. We gotta run.
One of them kind of skitters back and forth. It climbs up the wall out of sight behind, while the other one, from what you can tell, rolls its many eyes and
Okay.
remains there.
Is it
So
just
there's one
me?
spider now.
Well, that you can see.
Cool. Do I hear any more little footsteps?
You hear many little footsteps.
Okay.
Do you think the beast is approaching?
I don't know, I'm scared.
Did you think the beast is approaching?
it's the dreaded goose spider.
The dreaded Gooseman.
I mean,
Yes, yes.
there's only one way to go, guys.
And that's away from whatever the hell that is.
And then that's forward. Yeah, I'll tiptoe slowly. Keep
In
going.
case you're wondering, Ben, this staff is versatile.
Delightful.
Can be
hit
used
people
one-handed
with
or
it.
two-handed.
In case you really need something.
Really big goose hawk.
Alright, roll me a stealth check.
Me?
No,
Cool.
Tam, he's walking out, or stealthing out.
Oh. 20.
Nice. You seem very stealthy. Where do you stealth to?
Right next to Grobthar.
Alright, you make it there, unseen.
I'm gonna stealth
What
up
was
behind them
that?
too.
Alright, roll me a stealth.
Hey,
What's
20.
this thing? Uh-oh.
You seem quite stealthy.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna do the same.
Alright, roll me a stealth.
Uh-oh.
I rolled a 6.
Uh-oh.
You don't seem very stealthy, but you do it nonetheless.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Man, low threshold.
Grobstar, did you hear that? It sounds like a beast is in these parts.
Yeah, that was me. Then I show my awesome staff of bird calls.
You see a staff of bird calls that Grobstar has somehow acquired and managed to properly use.
Ugh.
Was that the sound of a dragon?
Do I know what a goose sounds like? Because he said that not all of us do.
You probably would.
Okay.
More than likely would. I'm gonna say yes.
That sounds good.
Where the hell did you get that?
To be honest, I can't remember.
You know what? Fair enough.
I don't think Ben remembers either.
I know exactly where you got it from.
Well, I think we have theories.
No,
Like-
no, I know exactly where you got it from.
Okay.
I know why you have it too.
Oh man.
Okay.
I know it. Okay, let me rephrase that. I know what its intended purpose was.
Nice.
You
Distract
gotta use
spiders
it
in
in
this
the
hallway.
puzzle, but then the puzzle was
Puzzle room, yeah.
Um,
It's probably still there.
Yeah, right.
Let's just walk back to it.
all right. Let's keep going. And I continue to tiptoe.
Okay.
I'd like to follow
Everybody follows, I'd assume, yes?
and
Yes.
get ready to attack this spider.
Alright.
I don't get ready to attack it.
Remember, what's her name said that we shouldn't need to fight anything?
Yeah,
maybe
they,
this
they
is a friendly
specifically
spider.
they specifically said if we do fight something, that's when trouble will happen.
So maybe this is a herbivore spider.
She
Maybe
did
they
say
just-
it, implying
just
that there's only
candlelit.
one.
Maybe they only kill the mosquitoes.
Maybe they
Alright,
only
as
eat other
you guys-
spiders.
How far do you stealth up? Do you attempt to stealth past said spider?
Yes.
As I get closer, does the spider do anything?
It will. I'm asking how far you get. It will attempt to do things depending on
I'm
what it
just gonna-
sees and reacts, but
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep getting closer until it does something, and then see what happens.
okay.
So I'll stay a bit behind Tam as he does.
Well, luckily, once you get within 30 feet, the spider seems to notice you, specifically Abe, as you guys have stealthed up near it. And what languages do you all know?
There's no fucking way.
Common and orc.
I know Dorvish, I think.
Huh. Goose. No, I'm kidding.
Goose,
Ah,
look at
yeah.
that.
We could have been trash talking these guys in Gnomish the whole time. I know Common, Draconic, and Gnomish.
Yeah, I know Dorvish in common.
Okay. So it screeches something at you.
Well, what does Ryan know? Infernal?
I'm trying. This is
You
in features.
probably know. Yeah, it should be at the bottom.
It's in proficiencies in language.
Proficiency. And languages.
So like it would tell you like what weapons you're proficient with, what tools, and then language. That's
Deep
its own.
proficiency.
I went to features and traits, and it was at the bottom by mine.
Hmm.
Said,
Are you on D&D Beyond, Ryan?
I
maybe
am.
that's just racial traits that I'm looking at.
Maybe. Yeah, it's so okay. So if you're on, it's the bottom left box.
Bottom left.
Oh, proficiencies in
Common,
languages.
Draconic, and Infernal.
Cool.
Draconic, you said? Oh, of course. Yeah. That makes
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
sense. It's like,
The tiefling? Draconic? Why?
well, no,
Well,
the
'cause
the
dragon
priest of
Jesus.
Dragon Jesus. Why?
Yeah, so it hisses something at you. But doesn't seem to be it hisses something but doesn't seem to be attacking.
All right, lead the way, Spider Lady. Man.
I'm
Are you
gonna.
just shouting this at the air?
Yeah, in the direction of the spider.
We come in peace.
Nice to
we
meet
mean
you too.
no.
We're just trying to get that way. So, excuse us. I mean, we have 8 legs. You have 8 legs. It's all fine.
I'm gonna. Hey Tam,
Yes.
do you still have that bloody meat?
Yeah, we probably have some meat. Yeah.
Can I grab a chunk of it?
Yeah, Gordon's actually got it. But yeah.
Gordon, can I grab a chunk of it?
Oh yes, grab my meat. Go for it.
I mean, it's my meat. You're just holding it.
Such a promiscuous group.
So I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna set it down in front of the spider as like an offering.
Okay.
And when it comes over to like eat it, which I assume it does, I'm gonna cast tons and touch it.
Tongues.
Hoping.
Mm.
Wait,
This
can you
spell
cast-
grants. This spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears.
Mhm.
Moreover, when the target speaks any creature that knows at least one language and
But you
can
could
hear
just-
the target understands what it says.
You could just cast that on yourself, right?
I totally could, but I want it to understand all of us.
We can't understand him then.
So okay. Read that spell off again. Who understands what? Because I think it's only gonna understand
Yeah, I think
you.
it's only
You're
one
not
way.
gonna understand it. If you do that,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm
It's a one-way street.
It is. I
It'll-
think it's a
It'll
one-way.
understand
Yeah,
you.
read-
You'll understand it. I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and I thought that'd be better. This spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what it says.
Okay, so you do understand it as well then.
Yeah, all of us understand it, and it
Got
understands
you.
all of us by
That-
touching it.
I understand. Okay, nice.
Okay, cool.
So, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a one-way
No,
thing.
I
then that would
appreciate
lead
it,
to
'cause
something else.
I misread these all the time, so yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
Sweet.
roll me a sleight of hand check since you're trying to do this without like being hostile and all
Yeah,
that sort of. So, roll me a sleight of hand check.
16.
Nice. And we will roll this. Nice. The spider cautiously looks at all of you with its different eyes and looks down at the meat, looks back at you, and will meander up and what kind of hunk of meat did you give it?
I don't remember what we have. I just
You
imagine.
have like everything under the sun. So whatever you want to be
There's an
creative with.
animal with meat, we have it.
Yeah, basically.
bloody.
It's the jerky of it.
No, whatever's the bloodiest.
The bloodiest
Yeah. Rarest steak. Cow.
cow. All right.
Yeah.
So as it kind of meanders up and it bites into this bloody juicy steak as blood stains start to form on the floor in front of it, you kind of wisp your hand around and touch it, which it is very cold, mind you, but not cold enough to where you will take damage. Are you wearing gloves by chance or no?
I am not wearing gloves.
Got you. In this case, you will feel it's kind of furry upon touch, as you kind of connect with its thorax, I suppose. Or are you going for a leg? I don't know. What's your sleight of handing?
If it was bending over, whatever's closest to me. Yeah.
So thorax or leg?
Or whatever leg. We'll go with leg.
Right on the
Okay.
eyeball.
So as you touch its leg, still hairy and quite strong, like a tree trunk almost. You cast this spell as it sort of kind of continues eating and doesn't notice what happened.
And then I'm gonna say, Hey, spider dude, can you understand me?
The spider will stop eating for a second and kind of look up at you and go, "Yes."
Cool. Hey, team, can you understand the spider?
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, spider dude. What's up? I thought you ate people and tieflings and stuff. Why aren't you attacking us?
Not as a suggestion or anything.
No, I don't want to tell you how to do your job.
We are civilized things, and we are negotiable with others for the most part.
For the most part, some of you aren't.
It is more so the people and things we negotiate with that we are more concerned with than those of us that are aggressive.
Cool. So if we walk through this cave for the most part, we should be fine with spiders.
Assuming that you are not something we need to consider a threat.
Nice.
I'll put away my axes.
Look at me. Do I look like a threat?
Yeah, do we look like threats?
Threats are determined by actions, not by appearances.
Good to know. Cool. Have you seen any of these ice crystal things we're looking for? They look like ice crystals.
We have some to show them, right?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, we'll show them.
By the way, up the cliff, you weren't able to haul your cart, so you kind of had to leave that behind at the moment.
Sure.
Unless you wanted to make a hoist and pulley system, we can retro that, and it'll take a little longer. But
There's no way we
Nah, we're good there.
gotcha.
We don't have anything in it.
We'll just come back and it'll all be stolen anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So you do have some on your person. If you want, it was only like 5 or 10 pounds of it. I forget. I think it was 5
It was
pounds.
It was like 5 pounds.
30?
Yeah.
We need 30?
You needed like 32 pounds, I think, total.
Sounds good.
But yeah, you guys could have split that amongst yourselves and brought that with you if you wanted to.
Wait, does that mean whatever his name is back with the cart probably?
You can choose to keep him with the cart or bring him with you at this point.
I think
Oh,
dialect.
okay, so the cart's in the cave? So
Yes.
Cool.
Personally, I think dialect and whatever Evan's character,
Francesca.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention what happened to him. So
Her?
Francesca, yeah. So Francesca got let me retro this for a second.
Okay.
Francesca, as you guys kind of come around the corner, for the first bend, for the bend friends, you guys see you guys don't all see, just Grobthar sees a orange sort of rift kind of rip apart on one of the walls, as you guys all see a hooded figure, humanoid in size, come and grab the back of the neck of Francesca and pull her through this rift.
What the fuck?
Cool.
As the rift then closes promptly after. The orange rift.
What? What just
Guys,
happened?
fuck these ice crystals right now. We gotta make a
Francesca! Fly wall.
Wait, can I make a blue portal?
There's no white surfaces to play it on, though.
Well,
So that's what happened like at the very beginning, but
Oh,
so
okay.
Francesca's not with you guys right now.
I guess.
Oh well.
That's a way to retcon.
I
Can you imagine if the show was like this? It's just like, I wonder what happened to Francesca. Flashback to something horrifying. It's like in the middle of the story already. And it's just like, we already know that everyone's fine with it. We just moved on with our day. And something horrifying happened like 5 minutes before the show started. It's like, oh well. It's like, what? Hold on, wait, what? Go back.
What the?
You're really making cow tools here, but.
I guess there's nothing we can do. I guess.
Are there any actions you guys wanted to take in the meantime of that happening? No? Okay. Because you would have had to notice it, so you would have had to roll perception to even do anything about it, and then you also would have had to had the action to spend on it. So
I just want to say, what the fuck? if I saw that.
Wait,
awesome.
so we had time to react?
if you saw it, but you'd have to roll perception to see it.
Okay, I mean, I'll roll perception to see it. Can
Okay.
I do that?
Yeah, you can roll to see it.
9.
You do see it happen.
I do see it happen. Okay. How far is it?
It is next to you, but right behind you. So you're spinning around as you see a hooded figure kind of grab the back of Francesca's neck as she goes limp, as he kind of is hurling her body backwards through the portal.
Am I close enough to grab her?
You could attempt to.
I'll attempt to.
Just jumping
Alright.
after her.
It would
Really
be a
fuck with the
contesting
story right
strength check. So roll me a strength check, please.
There.
I had this in my notes, but I just started right below it
You're
because
good.
I'm an idiot.
11.
That's-
Yeah, no, he wins that, and he will rip Francesca through the portal. If you want, you can grab on too, but you don't know where this is going, and you will have had no tongues to be cast on this spider.
No, yeah, I feel like I'm committed to ditching Francesca now. So.
Okay.
Oh God. Grabbed on. It's like, I feel pretty committed to this. Like, Ryan!
We can go down that route. I just want to say that is a route you can go down. I have plans for that.
No, I'll get scared and I'll let go.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
know what's going on.
As Francesca gets ripped through the portal.
Oh my God. I'm pretty committed.
The rest of the party. Our translator.
We might need in the future, possibly. We don't know.
Yeah,
No.
Ice spiders that we have no idea about.
Remember when that happened, guys?
Oh well. Onward.
I'm sure she's fine. Nothing we could do about it now.
Yeah, because I can't just keep you guys with Francesca because otherwise Francesca would have just cast understand language, so that would have been a thing. But
Yeah, opposed to Ryan now, basically doing the same thing.
yeah, but he had to have interaction at least, so and then it was his idea to do so, not
Mhm.
an NPC that's just forcing you guys down the right path. Or a direct path rather.
Oh,
Yeah, we make
man.
our own wrong decisions.
Alright, so now that that's taken care of, does everybody remember what's going on and what they asked and what they're doing?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Dialect is watching our fucking.
Spiders are safe. Grobthar shouldn't go first. Gonna kill some or try to attack something. I don't know.
Yeah, so we show them the ice crystals. And, and
yes.
ask if they've seen any.
They go, the spider goes, yes, that is created, and residue left from the creature.
Have you seen it close by? Creature
No.
or ice crystals? No. How far down?
The deeper you get, the more dangerous it gets, but the more residue it leaves behind.
Great. Anything we should look out for? Dangers? Something to note?
The creature, primarily, and other
Creature.
things that try to harvest creature.
Okay. And the creature is a chill or frozen type monster thing?
No, it is
No.
not from this land.
Oh, it's like demon or.
We do not know.
You don't
We just know that we can give it sacrifices,
Hmm.
and it will avoid this part of the cave.
What kind of sacrifices?
It is easier to show you as it kind of walks down the path that you guys were headed in.
Have you ever seen people, maybe like a group of swordsmen, like with pickaxes, trying to find rocks?
We can get there. We can get there. It's showing you something. It's
Okay.
walking away. You follow?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I follow.
Okay. You all follow. And as you do, the cavern behind it is much bigger than any cavern that you've seen inside this cave system so far. It opens up the ceiling, very, very large, very, very wide, and immense space on the inside, both to the left, to the right. This seems to be not naturally carved out, but a very, very, very large space, maybe 700 feet by 500 feet in total, and length and width, and the height also seems to be about 600 feet upwards. As you look around, you see the vastness of the area covered in these sort of tessellations that you've seen coming in, but now it's much more protruding from the walls, much stronger, as you see glistening, icy spider webs going across the walls, making many patterns as if to be languages on the walls, some to be familiar to you. Some of the symbols familiar to you, but you can't fully understand. There are small pods that some of the webs seem to be creating, that some of the spiders seem to be using as housing, that are suspended in the air, or and few of them lay nested on the floor. As you look closer, with the dim blue light, now a bright blue light, not blinding, mind you, but with all of this webbing across this area and creating a proper spider web on the inside with varying housings and structures suspended and hung in midair, as well as on the floor and on the walls, with this immaculate sort of weaving. You see bodies as well in these webs. All corpses, but none aged more than when they seem to have died. For as cold as it is down here, it seems to be acting refrigeration or even freezer at this point with these temperatures. Grabthar, you specifically, as you look around, you see that the souls that you're used to seeing are also entangled in these webs in varying spots. Frozen, surprisingly, same as the corpse, unlike any of the souls that you've seen so far, as most of the souls are able to pass through these physical sort of boundaries. These are tethered to some of the spider webs in varying spots. As the spider turns and goes, "Welcome to our nest."
Cool.
Ah.
So did all of these creatures attack you?
Or did
These,
were they
which
just-
creatures are you referring to? The ones strung up are the ones that we have found and scavenged. Likely runes or travelers in search of something in the caves. Maybe the monster, what the monster has left behind, but majority of them are found.
Cool.
Some Dragon Jesus followers we trade them with. Some souls we barter with as well.
Where are the sacrifices?
Those are the bodies and the souls. Primarily the souls that we trade.
Okay.
We put them out as a sort of pile of food. It consumes and leaves.
And how often does it come? Where's this pile of food?
we weave the webs that encompass the souls in varying spots around the borders of entrances to this place. It comes to them at varying times, inconsistently from what we can tell. It doesn't seem to have a rotation that is consistent.
It eats souls?
Yes,
How did you all know to... How'd you find that out?
the bodies that we collected didn't have souls in them.
That would make sense. There's something about the tower about souls, right? Do I know that? I feel like
There's only one tower that we know of, and many things die to it.
hmm. Do you know how to get there to be under the tower?
Under the tower, maybe. To the tower is on the surface. We do not like to go to the surface much.
I don't want to go on the surface on the tower.
Gives me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it.
But our friend, who got hilariously snatched out of a wall earlier, wanted to go there. I think that's the way we might be able to find them. First, we're on the ice crystal duty, but if you could point us in the right direction to get under the tower, that would be helpful too.
We can help with that. We have some guides.
Okay. I guess, like I said, first we should probably find. So we want to go deeper, because we need some of these crystals residue. So I guess that's what we've got to do first. If you can guide us to wherever the safest place we can find, the safest path downward is.
We can arrange this. It will be an hour or so to collect the said people that would, or, well, creatures that would want to go in that direction and would be willing.
Okay.
Feel free to not cause chaos in the meantime.
All right, short
Us,
rest time.
never.
I'm gonna go and hold Grabthar's hand. It's okay here. We're safe. No, no need for the axe.
Although it does seem like a safe place, it's not a place where you can nicely sit down and rest
Sure.
as you might have done in the past, as it is blistering cold and you are barely able to resist damage as is with your armor and need to stay active and moving. With otherwise you just freeze to death, honestly, at this
Hey,
point.
let's
With
do
all
some
of these webs
calisthenics.
around, it creates such a cold sort of atmosphere in the area that you just need to stay warm and moving.
Yeah, we just need to do some
Or we could
calisthenics.
cast bonfire every.
Yes.
time.
See what happens.
I don't think we can do that here.
In the cave of ice spiders.
Yes, see what happens.
I'm sure they won't mind.
No, I'm sure they will.
I'm sure they don't even know what fire is. They probably like it.
Probably don't.
Maybe they just don't know about it yet. All they know is ice.
Maybe they don't know about fire yet.
You don't know how great
Maybe they
fire
were
is. It
born in
makes
the
you
darkness.
warm and
Raised
cozy.
in it.
Born in it.
By the time I stepped out into the light, I was blinded.
So, by the way, only you, Grobthar, see the souls in the walls. Nobody else knows about those yet. So, I will
All right.
let you know about that.
Mm-hmm. What made them see the souls in the fight, though?
You don't know.
Well,
Oh, that's a good
Plot
point.
exposition. I need to do more investigating.
That is a good point. They did say they could see souls when they said they couldn't see souls on bodies. It means they normally can.
It's a good catch.
Very interesting.
Are you saying this out loud?
Interesting indeed.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I guess we're just
wait, so they
pacing
can
back and
normally see
forth.
souls, but they couldn't with what bodies?
The ones that they
No.
collected.
The ones that they, yeah, collected.
Okay.
Oh, so we're led to believe the monster's eating souls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they said
Okay.
they feed souls to a monster.
Gotcha. Okay.
TBGBs. So this whole monster situation scares me. You know, I've been pretty eager to throw myself into fights recently. Maybe not with this monster.
Yeah, we really can't afford to get into an altercation with it. We've just got to be sneaky
I'm sure if you catch it off
with
guard,
our
you'll be able to
mining.
take care of it.
With our mining.
I know.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that won't be a problem.
If we hit it just right, it won't even know that we're mining it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just summon a bird call every time we mine.
Every time we hit
That'll cause it not to hear the mining.
it.
Guys, we need a signal. Bird call in a mine. Some say canary in a mine. I say goose in a cave.
Wait, actually, that is brilliant. That staff of bird calls could be a signal. If we all knew what each bird call meant, we could have a bunch of different signals.
What if we actually hear a bird give the call, though?
So we actually
just
hear
the
like,
crows just kill everyone in the room. Pause.
Yeah, like crows is kill. What's a murder of crows flies by. Everybody but Grobthar just murders everybody. Grobthar sitting there with the staff going.
I didn't do anything.
Finally, this group got cool.
we'll just have to think of that one. Keep that one in the back of our head too. Yeah, so I guess we just wait. We're just waiting for our.
You gonna do any exploring around or ask about some of the things or pull out? You gonna do anything in the meantime?
We can't speak to any of these other spiders.
I'm pretty freaked out in here.
Also, the spell only lasts an hour, so by the time it cuts back, we won't understand it. But I think we can just follow up with it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Grobthar, do you keep the secrets to yourself? Did you find anything in your bag you want to use?
any new thing that I want to use?
Yeah.
So, I got nothing new. That's the only cool thing that I got in my bag, sadly.
I don't know. You got a pretty cool magic plank.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. You don't bring up any of the souls that's woven into the webs.
Well, if Tom starts talking about souls, I'll bring it up.
He did, so
Yeah. So then I will bring it up.
great to bring it up.
Simple as that.
Oh, So you're telling me that these guys have the power to keep your souls trapped? Seems pretty freaky. You
It's
might
pretty
even say
spidery.
freaky deaky.
Pretty soulsy.
Spooky dooky.
But from what I thought anything could keep your soul in a body. So
Anything could keep a soul in your body?
yeah, like you're just souls in your body.
What are we but a ghost in a jar?
Exactly. But this is really interesting. If only Shen was here, he would probably be pretty interested. Too bad
And
he's
probably
off.
pretty cold.
Too bad he's off like flying a plane or something.
Try to get back to his homeland up in the stars.
Yeah, but really not even talking. I'm just gonna pace back and forth. Freaked.
Gonna do some
All right.
push-ups, some jumping jacks, light calisthenics, keep the muscles warm.
All right. Last chance. Any items we used? Any ideas or conversations you guys want to have before said things come around the corner?
Nope.
Nah.
No.
All right. Well then, with that preparation, you guys see you guys decided to leave the cart back with dialect, right?
Yep.
All right. And he's not coming with you guys. So you guys end up with okay, we're gonna see if this actually happens. Yeah, okay, cool. So some time goes by and you guys are met with a female drow that comes up to you and goes, "So, would you like to get going?"
Where the fuck did you run off to?
You left us for dead.
And she goes, "Well, you see, I had to make sure that they wouldn't kill you, so I kind of had to go ahead a little bit."
Well, you could have just
Thank
fucking
you.
said that.
Well, if I did, there would have been suspicion,
Friendship
and
is
then they would
built
have
upon
hurt me.
trust, not leaving each other in the middle of a deep, dank cave.
Well, 1, it's not very deep. 2, not very dank. 3, we're already friends. I don't care.
Not very dank yet, if you know what I mean.
Wait till we get our tunes popping. We know a guy. He's dead, but we know a guy.
All right. So, she will go. Any questions before we get started?
Yeah, have you ever seen any people with swords walking around down here trying to get rocks?
I'm newer to these parts, but I know that there are many old histories of travelers that would come through these caves. And I know that there were many of them had swords, yeah.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Also, make me a perception check, Gordon.
I missed my chance.
Go to skill. Perception. 12.
All right, yeah. So you recognize some of the, not to be able to read them, but you recognize them to be the same symbols as the staff on Dane's staff.
Yeah, sorry, what are these symbols on? Just like the wall, or
Yeah, like they're made on the wall with the spider's webs. The old magic, if you will.
Gordon's gonna take a mental note of that.
All right, cool.
Hey, we
So
never
anything
got
else?
your name, by the way. At least not that I can remember.
Oh, well, where are my manners? I have, not exactly one for introductions. My apologies. Did I really? I thought I gave this. Oh, yeah. My name is, Barblad. I'll put it in chat.
Good idea. Okay, well, since you told us yours, my name's Gordon, and we got Tam, Grobthar, and Abe. Since we're all
Well,
friends here.
well, nice to, meet all of you. And, glad that you didn't decide to attack anything. So-
Yeah,
Us,
see, told you
us
we're the most
attacking anything?
pacifistic group you'll ever come across. No fights here.
Delightful. Well, as we get deeper into the caves, something you should know is this monster is a hunter, if that makes sense. It hunts things. So the things you encounter and run into, you shouldn't spend much time in one place because it will track down any disturbances to the natural environment that are there. Um, how do I describe this? Any sounds that happen, um, it knows, and we don't know exactly how it tracks things. We just know that sounds in particular set it off and attract it. We also know that any disturbance to the environment around it also sets it off. So, um, fires, um, digging a new hole to another part of the cave, it somehow knows about all of these things that have been done in the past.
So if we try to mine ice crystals,
We can do little bits at a time. We won't be able to
Okay.
just go to a spot and mine all of it at once. And we will need to be very cautious of these sort of things going into this.
Okay. Is there anything that this thing is weak to that maybe we could like use as a way to escape? Do you know of?
Nothing that we have known ever lives when encountering this. Well, nothing's soul remains intact. We found the physical remains of things, trying to dig holes into walls, trying to rest in campfires for the night, trying to fight amongst other creatures that lay in these caves. It's really just a hodgepodge of things that happen to go wrong, really, that we stumble upon, more of like a crime scene, if you will. All we know is that when we get there, none of the souls are ever.
Okay. Well. So no plan of escape?
Well, many people that traverse these tunnels rely heavily on illusory, as it deceives the monster very much because it knows these tunnels well, and when it sees something incorrect but doesn't sense it, it drives its nutty, if it makes sense. Think of
So
it
what
like if your living room was suddenly rearranged every morning. You'd be a little bit concerned, yes?
Yes. So it would have been good to keep our pal who knows illusions.
Well, if you, there's no rush. You can go get him if you'd like.
We should probably
It's probably a good idea.
go get this. We should probably go get dialect. Because that will help a lot. That will help us not die.
Yeah.
And that is good. How much room do you have in your bag, Gordon?
I got quite
Like,
a bit.
do you have enough where we can not take the wagon, or at least transfer it to the wagon at a later date?
Wait, what do you want to put in it exactly?
Our jewels, our ice crystals. Do you have enough room? I'm just saying because we're not gonna want to clog your bag with that stuff. I don't think.
Yeah. I mean, it should fit. I would have a ton of stuff in my bag right now.
Okay.
Might just be a little bloody from the meat after, but that's nothing we can't fix.
Yeah, I mean, I try not to think about that when I'm eating the food that's in there.
Speaking of which,
Okay.
where are you storing all the, it's probably like, what, 10 pounds of whatever shattered ice that, well, now you know it's shattered spider web, but that you picked up, Tim,
Definitely in my bag.
in your bag? You got that much room? I don't know how much you picked up as well.
Enough to reasonably make a sword out of.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I don't know how much I can carry.
As much as you want.
Right now I've got 174 pounds, and then I'm unencumbered.
Nice.
So, I assume my backpack can just magically hold stuff until I'm encumbered, whatever that means. But yeah, I wanted to keep that on hand because I think it could be important. I don't know how much it is. Is 5 pounds enough to make a sword out of, you think?
I'd say yeah.
Okay.
It is like shards, so you'd have to like reconfigure it somehow and like
Right.
recrystallize it or something, but
I'm gonna add a custom item.
I mean now you know it's shattered spider web, so you know what it is.
Shattered spider web.
You might want to say
Add-
ice spider web to be more specific.
Yeah, don't if you
Okay.
water spider.
Or just a normal spider.
Nah, none of those exist. There's no such thing as normal.
I don't know how to add this actually. Well, whatever, I'll figure it out.
Probably just a miscellaneous item or something, but
If you
yeah.
go to your, there's a manage inventory button. Use a D&D,
Yeah,
add
I'm
a
in
custom
there, I'm
that way.
looking. But yeah, either way, I'll figure that out at some point.
Sounds good. What did you do with the 5 pounds of black ice that you have?
I think we split it up between everybody. Everyone has a equal share of it.
Okay. What'd you do with your half, Gordon? Or your bit of it?
Into my bag of holding it went.
Got you. And when you showed, who showed the black ice to the spider?
I think I was talking, so I guess at that
You
time.
did? Okay.
Yeah.
Um. Did you just put something in your bag, right, Gordon?
Yeah.
What did you just put in your bag?
I think it was just the ice.
Okay.
I don't think I put anything on it since then.
I thought Tam just handed you something to put in your bag. Maybe I was wrong. Anyways. Um.
No, I was just saying. I was just asking if you had enough room for the crystal stuff, or if like when we go get that one guy, we should get our cart too. But he said it was fine, so I think we gotta go back and get our guy,
Yeah, he'll be a big help for us.
because we need help with illusions. If that's what will help us escape from this bad monster thing.
Barblad will go. All right. Well, I will be here in the meantime. So
Okay.
the sooner the better.
Yeah, we'll just make our trek back and then our trek back again.
All
I'm
right.
There's one
sure
thing
he'll
we
be
are expecting.
perfectly.
Well, when you get back to him, he's sitting at the bottom of the 40-foot sort of drop there. There's still some spider webs up the walls. So, do you guys kind of climb your way down with the pythons again?
I do at least.
Might as well.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. You guys all climb your way down with the pythons, and you run into Dialect sitting there waiting for you guys.
Hey,
That was quick.
the coast is clear. So we're gonna go deeper. We found a guide.
Oh,
Uh,
delightful.
Yeah, but we need your help because apparently illusions are the best way to be undetected.
Ah, yes. Like I said before, I was the other guy was the survivalist, my
Right.
party. So it was really the only way we know to survive in these areas.
Well, I know how much you didn't want to fight, so we were just playing it safe. But,
Very much appreciated. Thank you for taking care of whatever's ahead of me.
Yes, but we really need you, bud. Also, there's ice spiders. Apparently they're good. Just don't attack them or have fire or something that would make them scared. But they're good. They're good things. You know, they're not gonna attack us if we
They're
don't
good
attack them.
spiders.
You know.
Okay, I'll take your word for it, and
Yeah, I
try
mean,
not to kill anything. Not
what's the
really
worst?
attack type, anyways. So no need to worry
Exactly.
about me.
Yeah, just don't look menacing.
No need to worry about that.
All right, and then climb the wall again.
As before you guys start climbing up, he'll go like, "Oh, so did you actually end up needing to use those crystals? The black guys?"
We did to show them what
Yeah,
they looked like, so
we
we know
showed
where to
them.
look.
But you still got it, right? Like that stuff's really expensive. Like,
Yeah.
would get. All right, call me crazy. I just want to do a quick check and quick count to make sure we still all got it, and make sure everybody doesn't have leaky pockets or anything.
Oh,
Cool.
we don't have any of that, Pete.
Everyone want to show them our crystal things? Oh yeah, this is technically some of it's yours, right?
Yeah, but if you guys help me get out of this, I don't really care at this point.
All right.
But I do kind of want to note that we all got it on us at least still, because
Yeah. I mean, I got it. And you guys all have yours, right?
I have mine.
Gordon, as you kind of pull yours out to show him, it is just spiderweb, ice spiderweb. It is no longer black ice.
Ah. Well, I guess it appears I don't have mine anymore. It was black ice when I put it in here.
Weird.
He kind of looks over and goes, yeah, it doesn't take kindly to magical things, so you might not want to use magical things around it or on it or in it or with it. It's
Oh,
it's a delicate thing, really.
Do I have any? Can I take mine out?
Yeah, you take yours out, and it's still there. You have it.
It's because
Okay.
you put it in your
Bag of fold.
bag of folding.
Well, Tim, do you want to put your spider webs in here?
Well, good news is it was probably only a pound. Still got 4 pounds from me.
Hey,
We're looking up. It's not everything. At least you didn't all put it in there. That would have been annoying. I'm happy about that.
where we're going, there's gonna be hundreds of pounds.
Well, the more the merrier.
Maybe we do need this bad boy, but I don't know how we could get it up.
Well, any of you fancy magic people got anything for that?
For what?
Getting a cart 40 feet up in the air? Or making it lighter or doing something? I don't know.
Or could you create a pulley system? Is that a thing you can do, Gordon? You're the smartest person I know, man.
Pulley system, sure. I can make it smaller
Can you
to make it
return it
easier to
back?
lift up here.
Can you return it back to normal size?
I can after a minute. So if you think we could get up here in a minute, sure.
How much can we carry? Could we all just carry a ton of it? We'd have to leave
It's
maybe
52 pounds, so...
not the cart. I mean ice crystals.
Yeah, no, you need 52 pounds of ice
We need
crystal.
52 pounds of ice
Oh, I thought it was
crystals.
30.
That's probably... Or 32.
So,
Was it
I think
32?
it was 30 something.
32, yeah. It's still 32 pounds of ice crystal, so
So we split that up
probably not.
between us four. I mean, that's 8 pounds.
That's not much.
Like if I got rid of my 55-pound chainmail I've been dragging around.
Jesus.
Or it's gonna feel so much better once you take it off. Feel so
Like
much more
fucking
nimble.
like running with a parachute on my back. You know what? I'm gonna put my chainmail in the car.
Okay.
I'm gonna That's the heaviest thing I had though. That makes my weight carried way better. I don't think I can carry 30 pounds of rocks. Either though. Like I think.
Well, no, if
I
we split it
don't
up
know.
between the four of us, it'll be a lot easier to carry that way.
Yeah, we could probably do that.
It's like 8 pounds a person.
You guys have 8 pounds worth in your bedroll? I definitely do.
I mean,
No.
I could just move everything from
Right.
my backpack into my bag of holding, and I won't have to worry about it.
Okay. Then I guess we don't need to have the cart. And it's probably not a good idea to use all of our resources just to get the cart up there if we can't really sleep very well.
So Dialect kind of speaks up for a sec. He goes, Yeah, the only thing with carrying this stuff with you is that it kind of seeps into you after a bit, um, naturally. So you can. It's just gonna be a little bit dangerous.
What do you mean it
Most
seeps
people
into you?
use it to fight off the vampirism, but if you don't got the vampirism, it eats at something else. So you can. I'm just warning you. That's why we use a cart.
You're very
How
smart.
about a bag? Just have like a sack to throw it in.
I mean, it's still
Still
going to be
bad.
close to you. Like if it's on your back, like a cart, you keep away from you, and it's not, like if you guys want to do it, I'm not telling you what to do, but like I'm just letting you know it's gonna be a ambitious, ambitious expedition.
All right.
I hear you. I
Pulley
think we should have him carry it.
Wait, so if it potentially fucks with us, is anything happening to like everyone else that has it on them? And like Tam, Abe, Graptar, everyone that has a pound of it
Do I
already?
feel? Do I feel any different?
It's
Does my leg fall off?
it's not that bad when you have a little bit, but if you're talking pounds of this stuff, it's gonna seep eventually.
Okay. I'm not gonna be
Alright.
able to have babies, is what you're saying.
Out of game, real life, it's kind of like radiation. Like you can stand next to a microwave, that's fine. But if you stand next to an X-ray machine, now that's good. Or you can take like one X-ray and be fine. But if you have like 10, 20 X-rays a day, that's gonna kill you, right? So it's that sort of mentality.
Okay. Gordon, I believe in you. Pulley system.
Fucking okay.
I don't think we have any pulley. And we gotta keep it away from the side of the wall because it'll stick.
So about that other way to go up, the one that takes a little bit longer. Is that something we could just walk up, or was that a part of this wall as well?
Our guide is up is back up. Is back up there.
Okay, let's go get her and find out about that other way to get up here. Because the only way that I can really make a pulley system is stick some pythons like in the ceiling, tie some rope around the cart, and then we all like pull up that way. And
I
don't think
do
that's gonna work.
have a climbing kit.
I don't think that's gonna work on the cart. I don't think the cart knows how to climb.
No, I mean to get the pythons on the ceiling. I think I could do that. They are advanced pythons. Are they strong enough to hold a cart?
I think there's a weight restriction on there.
I don't know. Weight restriction. Regular pythons. No. I don't see it. But I would assume there's a weight restriction.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd give it if you have enough pythons to where you could make that work. I'd say.
Yeah.
Like if you just use one, no way in hell. But if you're using all of them, yeah, I could.
So
It'd just be a lot of rope.
Grobthar and I both have 2 climbers kits. So
Yeah.
he could use all of his pythons to get up the wall, and then I could use all of my pythons as support for this pulley system for the rope. And Gordon bought a shit ton of rope, right? And we all have 50.
Gordon wins this.
I do have an extra 100 feet of rope. Or no, 50
And
feet.
we
I have
all
100
have
feet
50
total.
feet.
We have
You
like
guys
300
should.
total.
Each of you have 50 naturally, and Gordon bought an extra 100, so you guys have a lot of rope.
Right. Gordon, I think we can make this work.
Alright,
And I believe in you.
we can try.
But you have to tell me what to do, because I am not as smart as you.
Okay. I'm gonna show him places where I think we best to put the pythons. So like up on the ceiling, along the wall.
All right, and I'm gonna climb along with Grobthar, hopefully, up along the ceiling and the wall, and put these fucking pythons.
All right.
We should also have a rope. Okay, we should also have a rope connected to the cart. Yeah, you got this under control, Gordon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, we're doing this.
So,
this.
explain to me exactly what's happening.
All right.
We're moving the cart.
Yeah, great.
So
Good luck, let's do
he's
it.
telling us where to put the pythons to create the pulley systems,
All right.
and we are placing the pythons. And I volunteered to be the upside down climber to put them on the ceiling,
Okay.
because he said we'll probably have to put them on the ceiling to get it, because we can't have the cart touch the fucking cliff because it'll get stuck.
It's got wheels, doesn't it? Just drive it up the wall.
But if it touches the web, it's gonna get stuck that way.
Um,
Oh.
Unless you want to quick mine out like a little path for the wheels to go over.
We could totally do that too. Also, whatever fucking they're definitely waiting for us. You know, Barblood is waiting, and it's probably gonna be like, what the fuck's taking so long?
Yeah.
But you know, we gotta get this thing up. We're gonna have to get it back down too. That's a later us problem.
Down's much easier than up.
I mean, we could leave our. That's a later us problem. But you really think this will work, Gordon?
I mean, I think so, based off my best estimates, but I
All
don't know
right,
for
Ben.
sure.
What do we do? What are we rolling to try and make this happen?
Explain to me what you're doing
We
Alright.
in
did
great
stick...
detail.
Motherfucker. Tam is climbing up on the ceiling to stick pythons in the ceiling. We're gonna weave fucking rope through those pythons in the ceiling, or tie rope to the front end of the cart so that we could pull it up.
Cool.
And then we get some of us on the side of the cliff to hold on to part of the rope, another part of rope that we tied to the cart. That way you can pull it onto the cliff.
Okay, cool. So, you're not riding it up the cliff and mining it out. Okay. Just wanted to make sure because that was an idea floated. All right. So, you are throwing pythons in the ceiling. Where in the ceiling are you throwing them? Above the chasm or above over the cliff? Like Boar.
I don't know. I assume that Gordon is smart enough to figure it out.
I would assume we want them over the cliff, so we're not. So if we just pull it up straight, it's not at risk of touching the wall and potentially getting stuck to it.
Okay. So you're pulling it straight up vertically without it touching the wall whatsoever.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And to pull it up, you guys are all at the top of the cliff hoisting.
Yes.
All right. So, everybody make me a strength check.
Athletics?
This one would be strength.
But athletics is strength just with
It's
efficiency.
fancier strength.
Well, I
got a 9 either way.
19.
19.
Abe, are you in on this?
Yes, I am. Strength.
Yes.
I would just argue that it's pretty athletic of me to hoist something.
12.
It does take an athlete to do it.
All right. With all you guys hoisting, slowly but surely, the cart is suspended in air, starts to climb its way vertically up, up, up until it reaches the pythons in the ceiling. But since the pythons are above the are you put the pythons forward more, it is not able to. It is still suspended now 50 feet above a cliff side. It's not over the cliff yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's hanging there, and we have to like pull. We have to find some way to like actually pull it onto the ledge.
All right. My idea from here is that we have another python or two. We tie the rope to those so they can hold it suspended in there, and then we pull the other thing sideways.
Okay. Who else is gonna do that?
I
That's
don't
gonna
know if
have to
that's
be
a
the
good
two
idea.
kind
I don't know.
boys.
I don't know what you guys are thinking.
Well, I can't think of a better idea. That might be the best option we have.
All right. Let me know who's doing it.
Well, I would assume the strong people should hold it, while the weaker people tie knots. And the pythons.
Makes sense to me.
So I guess I'm just holding rope.
So where am I tying this knot on?
Put a python in the ground,
Okay.
and then
Chink, chink, chink.
You gotta grab him out of his pockets first.
Okay, fine. Russell, 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 Russell.
There you
Ah,
go. There you go.
Python. Chink, 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 chink.
My immersion. It's fixed.
Okay,
All
Python
right.
in the
You
ground.
tie it off, and it is suspended for the most part of its own.
all right.
Did you do 2 pythons or 1 python?
I wanted to do multiple.
Yeah. How many did you do, Jake?
I'm gonna
Or
do 2.
Gordon? 2.
Yes.
All right. Sounds good. So, what's your next course of action?
All right. So now that we got it suspended in the air, we can tie more rope to it, and then try and level it out. And then once we're ready, you have some people hold the spot that's in tension right now.
Okay.
Cause that way, like, so I think we should tie a piece to the cart and then pull, like towards the cliff, so that way it'll be like towards us, and then we slowly let go on the other rope as it's getting closer and closer to us. Does that make sense?
Explain it one more time. Get the
So
full picture of it.
so it's hanging in the air. I want to tie a rope to it, like on the bottom, and
So
then
the
have
bottom
us
part that's hanging.
the part that's hanging, yeah, and then we grab that, pull towards the cliff, and then the part that's tied down, we untie it and then slowly walk it back as the other side's pulling towards the cliff, so that way it's going from hanging to going like on the cliff, you know?
So it goes from like this way to that way, right?
Yeah, going from this
Okay.
way. But yeah,
Okay.
that's my plan.
Well, that's about as good as plans we
Yeah.
have.
I wanted to say that we would tie it like another rope to it from the start, but I didn't,
Now we're here.
and now we're here.
So who's doing it?
I also thought that Grobthar, not Jake, but Grobthar could have just rolled the check to be able to do all this. In all honesty, but we're also here. So how far away is it?
It
From the
is
cliff?
like 8 feet ish. I mean, it's you couldn't have it touch the spider webs on the wall, right? So you put it out a
Right.
little bit.
I can make this jump.
It's a 40-foot drop, by the way.
It is. But you know, you do what you gotta
Also,
do.
an 8-foot jump is pretty far.
Is an 8-foot jump far? I
Not
don't know.
for Tao. It shouldn't be. It's 8 foot out. He can.
That's like an Olympic level jump.
No.
No.
8 foot?
8 foot, not 8 yards. 8 foot.
Or 8 meters or
Well,
whatever.
yards is 24 feet. That would be absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
half a tile.
I feel like I
was
could
thinking
jump
of
8
meters.
feet
Yeah.
with a running
Oh.
Because
start.
one block is 10 feet.
No, 5.
5 foot. So it's just over one block.
Almost.
His height, essentially. If he just kind of stood up straight and fell forward, he'd be able to get it, more or less.
Yeah, I was thinking of meters.
Yeah.
But if I do this, I won't be able to help pull unless I somehow jumped back. And that would be a lot harder. Does anyone have a better way of doing this? Anyone have like a cantrip by any chance? That can just like attach a piece of
We
rope.
live in
Does
a world
anyone know
of magic.
levitate by chance?
Where's this fucking illusion dude?
He's helping pull right now.
Hey, do you have a way to tie something from 8 feet away?
He goes, no.
Dang it.
I
Okay.
work with illusion. I mean, I can make it seem like something's tied over there. That helps.
If you do that,
That
it'll
would
give us
really
the
mess with
confidence.
Yeah, it might give you a little bit more confidence, but it's not going to
Uh,
be tangible to grab, you know?
That would really mess with us. You know what? I'm gonna try and make a
That
lasso.
would really mess with us. Grab that. I can't grab it!
It's right there. Why don't we just grab it?
Well, just like you don't need a lasso. You need like more like a grappling hook or like a hook
Ready?
of some sort.
We need
Yeah.
a hook of some sort.
Just bend a piece of metal.
Man, if only you guys had something of the sorts.
Like
Mm.
a
If
climbing
only.
kit.
If only you had something that, could latch on to other things or embed itself in other things.
And not too forward to us. Got nothing like it.
Oh, you mean like a pickaxe?
Like a block and tackle.
You guys have tools at your leisure to use here.
Then we use them, Ben. Come on.
Yeah. I'll just solve the puzzle automatically for you.
Oh my god, I had a set of pulleys in my shit. Damn.
I didn't say pulleys for no reason.
Oh my god, dude.
My dumb brain didn't realize what a block and tackle was, and I click on the block and tackle. It's like, oh, a set of pulleys with a fucking cable. That allows you to hoist up 4 times the way you can normally lift. Huh? 20 intelligence by hands.
Alright. I do have a harness, so I can. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my climbing shit on. It's probably been on for way too long. I'm gonna put a special python at the tip of the cliff. I'm
Okay.
gonna attach a rope to my harness, and then I'm gonna jump on. Wait, I need a rope first. I'm gonna take my rope.
Okay.
Not this is a different rope, a separate rope.
Yep, I got that.
And then I'm going to jump towards the cart. And then
Okay,
try and
Grabthar, what are you doing? Tam, what are you doing? And Abe, what are you doing at the moment?
I'm jumping onto the cart.
I know what Tam's doing. Abe, what are you doing? Gordon, what are you doing? Grabthar, what are you doing? Currently.
Reckon I'm just watching him jump.
Okay.
Currently, I would be hoisting the cart. Right
You're still
now.
holding onto the rope?
Yeah.
Okay.
We tied
Abe?
it
I
down.
guess I'll do
Oh,
the
we tied it down?
same.
So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cart's tied
well,
down.
if we tied it down, then I'll get under it and put my arms up to catch Tam.
So you're gonna climb all the way down the 40-foot cliff
Yeah,
with
he'll
no
just-
Titans.
He'll just jump down.
I can take it. No, I don't know.
He'll just
What-
walk. It's sticky. He saw Francesca do it once, so that means he could do it too.
Yeah, of course.
That's probably what she had on her shoes. We just didn't see it.
Turns out she's part spider.
I mean, so Tam doesn't really need help with this, right? We're just sitting and watching, right?
Okay,
Maybe
are you
we
sitting
should
and
hold-
watching?
Maybe we should hold the rope just in case that comes undone while he jumps.
Okay, then I'll hold the rope.
Cool. Abe?
I'll stay at the top. And
Okay.
I guess wait until it's untethered.
Sounds good. So, I'm gonna have to ask you to make an athletics check then, Tim. There's your athletics check there, Tim.
I rolled a 1, so 7.
Oh no!
Wait,
Oh,
I am wearing my harness though.
no. He's using a python. He can only fall halfway down the wall.
Oh.
I can
Okay.
only fall at 25 feet.
Until he gets stuck on the wall.
I might get stuck on the wall.
So, okay. So, as you guys now see, Tam completely whiffed this fucking cart. He slips, he falls, he loses it all as he falls down, and there's a second as you hear a tightening of a rope and a just thud as Tam collides with the wall below him. Only 25 feet, mind you, because that's how long the python makes him go. But he does take. Oh, it's only 4 points of damage. So, but
Ow.
Tam, as you look there, you are stuck to spider webs that are on the wall now, and you're stuck to the wall, tethered to your python against the wall, and it is cold. But you're not taking damage. It's just cold.
Do I have a free arm?
No.
Grabthar, I need some help.
You're muted.
I'm muted. Yes, I am. I will help him then. So I'll climb
How
down.
does Grobthar said help him?
What? It's just free him from the webs.
He uses the help action.
Okay, so Tam is currently in the middle of this wall, roughly 20 feet off the floor.
Yeah, there's a rope. I grab his rope and pull.
You grab the rope, and to much resistance, He does not come free.
Okay.
Tam, make me a strength saving throw.
Yeah. 18.
You break free of the webs yourself.
All right.
You
Sweet.
now have free hands
All right.
Free hands.
and
I'm
feet
gonna-
and torso and all other
Oh,
appendages.
okay. Yes.
And eyes and ears and mouth.
I'm
and
gonna try
nose.
and climb back up the wall,
Yeah, okay.
avoiding the spider webs. And
All
then,
right.
well, that didn't really work, guys. You wanna see me do it again?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna try again if that's okay.
Do it.
All right, this one's a lot better. 23.
All right. Roll me a percentile real quick. For no reason at all.
Of course. $68.
Okay.
One away.
Grab that. Roll me a strength saving throw real quick.
Rolling strength saving throw. Oh, not a confident number that I'm in. Be like, I saved it. Just kidding. 14.
All right. So, as Tom jumps on the suspended 50 feet in the air cart, he grabs on with ease this time, not slipping at all, noticing the patch of icy spider web that he got caught on originally. Avoiding it and making the jump easily as he collides with the cart, adding much weight to the cart as one of the pythons snaps and gives way to some slack in the rope. But Grobthar, being there, catches it and is, for now, holding it suspended in the air for fine.
Hooray! I did it.
With the other pythons still, with the other python still there, help aiding him in the weight of the total cart, suspended in the air.
All right. I'm gonna tie my knots. Super good.
All right.
I wanna tie it in a way where it'll be wheel down when we pull it.
Okay.
Hopefully that.
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
And then I'm gonna rappel down onto the wall, trying to not touch down on the spider. I'll be
Okay.
like feet first too, so that way if I do get stuck, I can unstuck myself.
Gotcha. You do it successfully.
All right, and then I'll climb back up.
You're very familiar with this wall at this point.
Yeah. God damn, wall, man.
All right, you climb up. You got the rope.
Okay. And then I want to, I guess, half of us push, or half of us pull, and half of us push. And then we can make this work, I think.
Then we'll go from there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, along with someone else.
I'll push along with you. I don't know how, but I'll try.
All right. Well, with that being said, everybody make me a strength saving throw. Or strength check, rather, not saving throw. Strength check.
17.
4.
19.
18.
Nice. Tam, you're doing most of the work on your own, as Gordon is very useless in this scenario. His size and his just ability in general is pathetic
But Gordon thinks it's
laughable.
all him that's doing it.
But Gordon does think it is all him doing it, and you are very much egging it up. You successfully get the cart up there on its wheels, even successfully, as it is now able to be carted around as usual up the cliff. A little bit of rope still entangled in it, but you can fix that up if you choose to.
Can't believe that worked.
I can just imagine Gordon's bent over on his knees. Oh, man.
Man, if only we used these pulleys I had in my pocket.
Why
Good
didn't
job,
anyone warn
guy.
me about my pulleys?
You think I know you got pulleys, man? I mean, you're smart enough. You could probably make some.
If you want to wait an hour.
Wait
sure.
now. And then I guess we're just going back.
Wheel that fucking
All
thing
right, that
along
was
with us.
awesome.
All right. As you make your way back to this amazing spectacle of an ice cave with spider webs woven, bodies hanging, spiders. It's like a city life but for spiders. On the floor you see a couple of drow walking about as well, lively. It seems to almost be a working community of sorts in here for this sort of race and coexistence between drow and ice spiders here. As you bring this back to Barbled, uh, she goes, "Oh my goodness! No, I was wondering why it took you so long the first time to get up, but then the second time, well, I guess this explains it. You know, you could just ask some of the spiders; they would have been more than likely to, more than willing and happy to take this up there in an instant."
Yeah, see, I was going
Thank you.
to, but then these guys like, nah, we don't need to ask her to help.
Well, you know, doing it yourself has some admiration to it as well. You know, that's all dandy. So, good on you guys. Are you ready to get started?
Yes.
Well, any questions you want to ask before, or anything you want to address? Items, preparations.
So you said we're not gonna be able to sleep.
Um, if we do, it's not going to be for a long time. See, the a lot of the parties that we come across down there and the bodies that we harvest are campsites. So
Okay.
we could if you wanted to, but I don't feel like that'd be the best course of action.
Understood.
The longer we rest, the more dangerous it gets.
Okay. Then I guess we are good to go. You guys
Alright.
have anything?
That's where we'll end the session for today then.
Cool.
Because I gotta make out the rest of the dungeon.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That might be